Once again, this is the Motivational Teeth Bites video series run every Sunday by Gene Coaching Life Coaching School. Today, I want us to talk about something called the sunk cost fallacy. Now, this is a concept whereby you pursue something because of the investment that you've already put in it. So you decide you're just going to go through with it because you've already invested something in it. So for example, if it is a business and you have put in, let's say, 50,000 Kenyan shillings, and the business has made a loss, you decide, you know what, you're not going to fold the business, you're going to add more money to it so that you can try to salvage the 50,000 that you put in it. So let's say you add 50,000 more, so you've put 100,000 in it, now expecting to get it all back and some profit. And time elapses and you look again, you find that you have lost that 100,000. You've made a tremendous loss. But then you decide, you know what, I'm not going to let the 100,000 go. I am going to add maybe 50,000 more to try to see if I can save the 100,000 that I've lost. So now you have put in 150,000 and still you keep on getting losses. And the more loss you get, the more money you put in it. So that is what we call the sunk cost fallacy, because what happens in that process is that you keep on putting in more money, and the decision that influences you to put in more money is because you don't want to let the money that you've put in go. It's something you did in the past, but you've decided, you know what, you're not going to let it go. You're going to recoup something. You're not walking empty-handed. So you keep on throwing good money after bad money. That is what we call the sunk cost fallacy. It is a fallacy in that you don't recoup what you've lost. Instead, you keep on losing more and more and more. Now, this is not only when it comes to businesses, it is also something, it's a concept that can also apply in relationships, in friendships, in employment, just anything, any pursuit of human life. We can end up getting involved in this sunk cost fallacy and tying ourselves in knots and not being able to get out. And in the process, we end up wasting more of our time, wasting more of our energy, wasting more of our money. For example, in relationships, you could be in a relationship set up with someone and the relationship isn't working. Things are just not going well. You're not happy, you're miserable, you just lost your viva for life. Everything is just so bad. But you say, you know what, I cannot let this relationship go because I've wasted 20 years of my life, or I've wasted 10 years of my life or 2 years of my life, and you say, I'm not going to let go. So I'm going to give in more years to see if I can save it. So you add in more years in this sinking ship, and instead of saying I've wasted 10 years of my life or 20 years of my life, you're now saying I've wasted 40 years of my life, I've wasted 50 years of my life, I've wasted 60 years of my life in this setup, and therefore I'm not going to go. So you keep on throwing good time, you know, your future, you keep on throwing into this thing that isn't really giving you anything in return. There is no value getting in it. From it. That is what we call the sunk cost fallacy. And so many of us are in this setup whereby we are not leaving because of what we've already invested in it. So we're saying we're not leaving because of the time we've invested, because of the energy we've invested, because of the money we've invested, because of the effort we've invested. But what we don't know is that we are now investing more. We're now putting in more time, more energy, more effort, more money. We're making it worse. Basically, we're throwing good things after a bad thing and expecting to reap a good thing. How we delude ourselves so. What I would say to you people, you need to have a pros and cons list. And you have to sit down and say, why am I staying in this situation? Why am I staying in this relationship? Why am I keeping going with this business? Why am I staying in this job? Why am I doing this? And in your pros list, you should have a lot of reasons. The only reason for staying should not be because of the time I've already put in, because of the energy I've already put in, because of the money I've already put in. That is not a good enough reason to stay in something. If you're staying in something because of that, that is a sunk cost fallacy. Ditch it. Draw a line under it. Save your time, save your energy, save your money, save your effort, and utilize your life. Thank you, people. Let's meet again next Sunday.